Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Annalise's Dessert Paradise, and today we're making chocolate-covered Oreos. The things you will need to make these chocolate-covered Oreos are white chocolate chips. I'm using the Nestle Toll House. You'll need a silicone Oreo mold. I have a pink one, and I will make sure to link it in the description box. Then you will also be needing some chocolate food coloring to color your white chocolate. Chocolate food coloring usually is oil-based or sometimes can be powder. If you don't have that coloring, you can use candy melts, and you'll need some sprinkles to top them off and decorate them. So those are the supplies you will be needing. Okay, so to start making my chocolate covered Oreos, I'm just adding my pink colored chocolate to a piping bag fitted around a cup, and I just fitted it around a cup so I can just have my full attention to pouring the chocolate in, and I don't have to worry about like trying to balance a piping bag in my hand and all of that. So that's why I have it in a piping bag, and it's just going to make it easier to do. And I'm just going a little slow trying to pour my chocolate in my piping bag, but it's important to make sure you get a lot of chocolate in there so you don't waste any chocolate. But if you're making a lot of chocolate covered Oreos, don't add a bunch all at once because it can harden inside your piping bag, and we would not really want that to happen. So make sure you're not adding too much, but the amount I'm adding, it didn't really harden up too much. So you can add a little more than that, but just make sure you're not adding too much, because then it might harden inside of your piping bag. And now I'm just kind of lifting the piping bag out of the cup and folding back up. And now I'm just going to be pressing the chocolate down the piping bag to get to the tip of the piping bag, like that. So that looks good. And now I'm just grabbing my scissors so I can go ahead and cut the tip of the piping bag so I can start pouring the chocolate inside my mold, or rather piping the chocolate inside my mold. So there's me cutting it, and now I'm going to start putting it inside my chocolate covered Oreo mold. And I just got this one off of Amazon, and I will go ahead and link it in the description, and it might be in the corner. If it's not, it's definitely in the description box. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to fill my piping bag. I would have done a bigger hole, so if you're doing this, you can cut it bigger. I kept it small for when I drizzle it for decoration, so I didn't have to use more than one piping bag, but you can cut it bigger or smaller. I wouldn't cut it smaller, but you definitely can cut it bigger. It's totally up to you. So now I'm kind of just shaking this so I can get it flat in the mold. And I do not have enough chocolate in there right now, so I'm going ahead and adding a little more chocolate to the mold, and then I'm trying to, once again, flatten it out inside the mold. And you can see it's turning out better this time, but I still think that there's not quite enough left in there, so I'm adding a little more chocolate inside that mold to make sure there's enough. Now, if you don't have enough chocolate, you can see the Oreo through your chocolate when it's done, and we don't really want that, so make sure you have enough chocolate inside your mold so you don't see the Oreo. And here again, I'm just flattening it out, trying to make sure it's even, and then I mold. Okay, so now I have enough coverage, and I am going to go ahead and add one Oreo into my mold. There it is, and I'm just pressing it in. Make sure you don't press it down too hard or it will become see-through once again. And once you have your Oreo in, pipe your chocolate on the sides of the mold where there's extra room. Just pipe it around there until it's about level to what the Oreo is. Because if you just do it on top and not to the sides, your Oreo, you will see your Oreo through the sides, and we don't want that. So you want to make sure that you are piping it on the sides as well as you're going to pipe it on the top. So you can see I'm just filling this until I get it almost level with the Oreo. This might take it took a while for me because I had such a small hole. Once again, you can totally make your hole bigger. I just did this so when I decorate, I don't need to use a new piping bag. Or when you decorate yours, you can just have a bigger hole. It's totally up to you. And now I'm just piping chocolate on top of my Oreo. So you can go ahead and do this. And now I'm kind of trying to flatten out by shaking the mold. And you can clearly see I did not have enough chocolate there. So I'm just going ahead and adding some more chocolate to my mold. Make sure you have enough chocolate. You don't want to see your Oreo at the top either. So make sure you're doing it correctly so there's enough chocolate on the top. So yeah, that's what I'm just doing right now. Just keep adding chocolate until you're happy with the chocolate amount on your Oreo. And now I'm just shaking my mold again to try to even it out as much as I can. So now you can see it's pretty even, but I'm just going to add a little more, just a tiny bit, to my mold. I think it would have been fine without it, but it's nice to have a little more. And yeah, that's my Oreo, and now I'm just going to go ahead and let it set. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes and I've let my Oreo set, and as you can see I'm touching it and no chocolate is coming off on my finger. It should be the same way for you. And if it is, start stretching your mold and then peeling it back, and your Oreo should come out of the mold like mine did. As you can see, there's a little crack where you can see part of the Oreo, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix that in a little bit. So, yeah, but it looks pretty good overall. This is pretty much, I think, how yours will look. And now, like, grab your chocolate to fix it, and we're just going to spread some, or pipe it, on the area where there is a crack. And now we're going to spread it. I'm just shaking it, but then I'm going to go ahead and grab a spatula and spread the chocolate around the Oreo so it's not like a big lump of chocolate right there. So I'm just spreading it right there, and it's looking pretty good. And now you could never tell that there was a crack right there. That looks really good, and that will set really fast. And now I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle my chocolate on top of the Oreo. You can do the same, or you can decorate it anyway, but I just like drizzling my chocolate on top of the Oreo, and I have some sprinkles that I'm going to sprinkle on top. I got these from Williams Sonoma in case you guys want these, and they're just called unicorn sprinkles. And I'm going ahead and sprinkling these on there, and that's how it ended up looking. Looks really nice, but then I poured it over my sprinkle jar, and there's a little less on there, and it looks kind of better. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next tutorial. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so I know you want me to keep posting content. Hit the like button so I know you like this content, and hit the notification bell so you're the first one notified when I upload a new video. And my coloring chocolate tutorial will be coming out soon, so if you want to learn how to do that, make sure to stay tuned for that. Bye guys!